like this. Other than that, I mean, it's spent like a decade at the same price. It's a pretty stable stock. So, I mean, people, but like I was saying, it can still go down a little bit, but we'll see. And then as far as how everything's moving, I mean, it will respond to certain headlines. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell them, baby. Tell them, Pat. Tell them. Perfect timing. Perfect. Chattadonia. Are you ready for this, man? Are you ready for this? I got a great philo for you, man. And I hope it gives you something to hang on to. Just some little ones, man. There's so many things you could take from this philo. I don't know what's gonna be your favorite part about all of this. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't know. It's not a huge pop. You could calm down a little bit, but I see you. It's moving up there. Again, down 23. They had bad Bed Bath & Beyond news. But philo is good news. I got good news for you. I don't know what you're going to get out of this one. I'm serious because we're going to talk about the story of Job. So right away, you start talking story of Job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you know the story of Job, it makes you feel a certain type of way, depending on how you feel, honestly. I think depending on what you're going through. Some of you don't know what Job is. It's the book in the Bible that's spelt like Job, J-O-B, so you know Job. But the thing about it is that I've made another philo on this. I don't know. Does anybody remember the last time I brought up Job to you? Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember the Job philo? Yeah, he lost it all. Some of you might know that. But do you remember the last philo I gave you related to Job? Let's see if what did I say? There was a key punchline. I had a punchline in the last Job philo. I'm putting you to the test, philo warriors. Let's see. Because ever since I gave this philo, I always think about this when I look at the book Job. It was one of my eye openers the last time I was reading it. Oh, let's see. Obedience. I don't remember. Good. I want you to think. I'm gonna let it marinate. So, last time I put up, we started talking about Job, the punchline that I kept telling you, or that I opened it with, was telling you that you are not Job. Like, every time we think about Job or we read it, we're like, he lost everything. And then he got blessed. And I'm like, no, bro, we are not Job. Every time somebody reads Job, they think they are Job. But you're not. We are more likely the people in Job who are yelling at Job. Oh, I don't know if y'all feel me on that. That's how I feel. Call it what you want. Go ahead, my all high and mighty. But I think it's more likely in that story, if you ever read this story, we are like the people who were talking to him. Because Job lost everything. If you don't know, he had everything. He was super blessed. And then one day, the devil, it's like this weird, it's kind of like an anime movie. It's like the devil's roaming around, and then God is flexing on the devil, and he's like, yo, you see Job? That's my man down there. Look at it. Blameless, bro. Blameless. Look at him. That's what I'm saying. We don't meet that criteria, bro. Stop it. But eventually, and then devil's like, well, obviously he's faithful to you because look how rich he is. He has everything. He has all of this stuff. Of course he's going to worship you. That's what he says. So God's like, go ahead. Do whatever you want. Just don't kill him. Don't hurt him. And then all of these bad things happen. But in the process, So imagine the guy goes from on top of the world, having everything. Everybody in society views this man as a respectable, honorable person. He is wealthy in spirit as well as he is in material, goods. Animals, land, all of that stuff, right? And then he loses all of it. So what do you think his friends tell him? What his homies go up to him. And they say, obviously that happened because you did something wrong. They say, well, yeah, you idiot. You probably violated the Lord in this time. That's why you did something, Job. And the whole time, Job's like, I ain't do anything. He said, I put it on. He said, bring me in front of God. I said, I'll put it on God. Literally, I didn't do anything. Isn't that funny? That's why I say every time, I'm like, Job is such a great story, bro, and how it plays out and all of that. But I always would tell you, you're not Job. I think a lot of the lessons you could capture from the book is often how we treat people sometimes and how other people will treat us at times. But it's like, man, I don't think we're the blameless ones. And honestly, it's hard, because what happens when you lose everything like Job, but you not blameless like Job? Oh, my goodness, Chad. Oh, that's the worst. I don't know if y'all fit. This don't work. That's only for some of you, if you get it. That's it. Some that went over some people, but some people, I know you feel me on that. But like, it's big. So that's what I'm gonna share with you next. But before I say anything else, let me just give you a little bit of context behind Job 2. I'm not gonna go into it much more. Honestly, the next thing I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go so left field after this. But I thought this was informational. It's just understanding how these three work together. My favorite book in the Bible is Proverbs. There's another book called Ecclesiastes, and that one is the book that says everything's meaningless. I think Ecclesiastes talks about boobs, if you're into that. And then it also talks about, like, it's borderline a satire. It lets you know nothing new under the sun. And then there's Job. There's these three books, bro. Yeah, but they're very, very good. And I don't know if you knew this, but the idea was Proverbs is supposed to explain how character leads to success. Ecclesiastes tempers the warning, or tempers it by warning that the rewards are not guaranteed, since there's a kind of crookedness that is come into the world. And then the book of Job further just explains how even if you do right and above all, there is still suffering. And then honestly, the final conclusion, if I could break down this whole complex book that there has been thousands of people who have talked about it overall, it's simple. The book warns you of one simple thing, and that is avoid reducing God's moral rule to an easy formula. If you don't understand what I just told you, that's what it is. That's what these books are telling you. Even the book of Proverbs, the book of Ecclesiastes. Again, whether you have no religious belief or not, if you use them for knowledge and success, the premises and conclusions are giving you a lot of stuff. Right? It's telling you character leads to success. Even with all of that, there is crookedness in the world. You have to watch out. There's no guarantees. And then it also lets you know how even in good there is this suffering. But like, and these are all these complex stories, but simply it is a great warning to avoid reducing these moral rules and understandings to easy formulas. Because that's what you learn. Why is it? Why something went bad? Because you did wrong. Is it? Is that the case? Why did he end up with double? Why was God even flexing with the devil playing this guy? Who knows? Right? You cannot reduce it to an easy answer. Unfortunately, we don't know that. Instead of saying, I know better, I could just say, I can't tell you that. Because it is above me. But now, like I said, this is me into Job, right? How did I get here? So let me tell you why. Why I started reading it again and why I just wanted to look over it. Why this is on the top of my mind. Is because of what I told you the other day. I told you to train your algorithm, right? Oh, man. Oh, you're mad. It's crazy. Let me see. I'm going to pull up this video. I told you to train your algorithm, right? You remember that? And I was being serious. I was just saying, man, Just like for real, go through like whatever you're seeing. Like honestly, dude, I don't know what you believe. It don't have to be no Jesus, like for real, bro. Like if you want to like smile more, positive more, bro. If you don't understand that little phone in your pocket is trained to show you something and that it affects you, come on. Stop it. Let's for real. You got to mature into that for now, but like I'm saying, start training what you see. Interact with good content. Interact with content that whether you like it or not, but like if you know it's good, get some vegetables on your timeline is what I'm telling you. That's all. And especially with how powerful these algorithms are, it's not even so like it doesn't hurt you. I'm just saying it could be very beneficial. I don't even say this as like a, you know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't have to be like, oh, I have things on my Instagram. Like, no. It's like, dude, I'm just saying it's a tool. So whether that tool is working for you or against you right now, it's a damn tool. And that's why I'm like, what? It's because I saw this. So honestly, I'm trying to, let me see. I got to go to my liked videos. But I interacted with this video because I saw this video. And honestly, I want to show you the video just to give them credit because it was an awesome video. But it's like, there wasn't even, it was just text. And it was a guy going back and forth with like a fake situation of himself. One guy being God and one guy being himself. And the guy's like, God, why are you allowing this all to happen? Why are you doing this? Why are you making all of this happen to me? And he's like, why? Like, and then it goes, again, no words in this. It's just the writing. Then he goes, well, why didn't you trust me? Oh, here it is. Let me find this. Here it is. Let me show you this. I'm going to have to get it. If I can pull it up on Instagram, I'm going to stop it right now so I can show you this. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Oh, is this it? Wait, no, he has a bunch of these, bro. Now that I think about it, hold on. Which one is this? All right, hold on. I got it. Give me like one more minute. I'll be there, Chad. I'll be there. I just want you to see it. I don't know, man. There's something about it that was just crazy. All right, I mean, he has way too many of these. His name's 856 Ryan Adams. But literally, he starts talking about Job, but then again, back to the story. It's like that two thing, him and God, whatever. Again, this is just a guy making a video. He's like, why are you allowing all this happen? And then he's like, God says you don't trust me to bring you through it. And then the guy goes back. He's like, I trust you in all of this, but like, what are you like? Why are you letting me fall so far? Why are you having me do all this? Like, he's like, what do you mean? Like, he's saying, do you trust me? And he's saying, well, what do you mean? I'm not going to do nothing. Do you want me to do nothing? Like, if you think I'm dropping you so far and letting you fall so far, why are you trying to get back up? And then he goes back, and then he says, nah, everything. He said, he said, he hope it's not an advertisement. No, it wasn't, bro. It's a guy who just makes these videos. That's why I was like, I like it. It's good. But he said, so I should do nothing while my life is falling apart. He said, I didn't say do nothing. I said, trust me. And then it finally ends in with this, stop trying to catch yourself when I'm the one lowering you. And then he starts talking about Job. That's how I got here. So again, I just told you this whole thing about Job, going over it, looking at it, understanding some of the concepts of it, but this is how I got here. I can't find the video. I'm trying to find it here. That's why I got quiet there for a little bit. I gave you his Instagram, but he makes a lot of these videos. That's why I'm like, I didn't know. I thought he only had a couple of these. You know, you ever like a reel and then you've never seen their profile? That's pretty much what happened here. But that's the little video that got me there. And I liked it. It was talking about Job. Literally the part that he was saying is like, if I'm letting you fall so far, why are you like, you have a controlled fall and you have a controlled rise. That blew my mind and had me thinking of Job again. But then I just started diving deep into Job, and then everything, the snowball, went from there until everything else that I gave you. So the point of it does relate to that trust. I think if you are being risen or lowered, there is a process. And I hope that in the process of it, you embrace it. But then even more than that, I hope you learn what these 3 books, one of my favorites especially, what some of the formulas are telling us. Again, even the book of Job, even in the process of being raised up or even lowered, both are very humbling learning experiences if you've been through it. And I think a lot of you have. But it's like, for real, this warning against reducing everything to easy formulas. Like, that's the crazy part. And I think this is a beautiful spiritual lesson, just because I'm thinking the same way for the economy. Oh, I don't know if you feel me, Chad. That's why I love the book, when it teaches me about my world right now, as well as a lot of other things, bro. Oh, my goodness. You get what I'm saying? No, for real, though, because like I'm saying, like if you are being risen up, raised up, or lowered, you, like, again, do you trust the process in all of it? You still, we are prone to mess it up a lot of times, freak out, and do a lot of things. And like, that's one thing. And we could learn a lot about Job in that process. But like I'm saying, it's just like, it teaches us so much also about just reducing these things above us and so complex into simple formulas that make us miss so much, or really miss the point, or would leave us vulnerable to what it's trying to teach us to protect against. So it's an all-around one, man. Like I said at the beginning of this, Philo, I don't know what you're going to get out of this. I want to find you this video because, like I'm saying, the way that it hit me, it was good, and it led me into reading. But then when I started reading and diving deeper, it started getting crazier and crazier and crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you could get it. But what I'm trying to tell you with all of it, I think you could figure out what you want from this one. I think, honestly, this one is up to you, whether you learn something from the economy. Like, seriously, you can't boil it down to the moral simplicity or economic simplicity, whether it's about being risen up or lowered, or, again, just what the books of Job teach, and maybe even not being Job. But overall, all in all, man, if I could throw in one more, I don't want to overwhelm you, but this does bring on a lot of amor fati. Like, for real, a lot of trust in the process, what you're doing, what you're going through. Again, part of enjoying life. I mean, it's just the cherry on top is amor fati, is how this could all be interpreted, or at least one element of it. So, Chad, I'm going to leave you with that one. It is now Power Hour, so I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you take that to the bank. But that is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're all mobile. Press hi chat. X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the nightly watch this main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and real estate course. Follow me on Instagram at the Traded Fraternity. I love you.